Hey everyone, welcome back to Bald Guys with Guns. I'm Rob, and this is the final part of the Ruger American Gen 2 308 series. But we have some differences, and one of those is that we're suppressed. As I mentioned in the intro, there are a couple differences to the gun from our previous videos. I know in part 3 I said I wasn't going to do any more of these, but based on your feedback and some requests, I have a suppressor for this gun now. It's the Silencer Co. Omega 300, and with that alone I was asked to do another video. So we're out at 100 yards, and we're going to shoot all the ammo that I've done in parts 1 and 2 at 100 yards again today. The other thing I did based on your suggestions was I tightened the bolts that hold the stock to the action to 70 inch-pounds, and I believe the suppressor and that adjustment have made a difference in the way this gun shoots. So let's stop talking, get shooting. We're going to start with the AAC Sierra MatchKings, and then we'll move on to the Armscor 168 grain boat tail hollow points. So let's do this. We're only doing 3-shot groups, not 5 this time. Not too bad. The AAC performed about that good the first time around too, but let's get these Armscor loaded up and move on. All right, I've got the Armscor 168 grain boat tail hollow points loaded up. Here we go. Tell you what, this lead sled makes a big difference already. All right, there's 2 ammos down. Let's load up the next ones and we'll be back in a second. All right, sorry for the airplane noise. Airplanes fly over this place all the time. Now we have Hornady 168 grain boat tail hollow point match and ELD match. We're going to start with the boat tail hollow points, and then we'll move on. All right, not looking too bad, almost like the rest of them so far. Let's move on. All right, we've got the Hornady ELD match loaded up. Let's see how these ones do now. Everything seems to be performing about the same, which is good, but makes it hard to choose an ammo. Let's move on. All right, I've gone down range, swapped out the targets. 2 new ammos. Hornady Superformance ELD-M and Golden Target Match by Norma. Both are 168 grain. Again, the Superformance, it's the same as the ELD match, but it's going about 130 40 FPS faster. That's feet per second. And so it shouldn't make that much of a difference at 100 yards. But we'll see if it groups the right way. So we're starting with that, the Hornady, and then we'll move on to the Norma. I'm just gonna say it right now, I don't think this gun likes the Superformance as much as everything else. That extra speed seems to make things do different things downrange. So let's move on. We are moving on to the Norma. After this, there's only 3 ammos left. I did forget to mention that I don't have the Federal Sierra MatchKings, but I have a different Federal that I used in part 2. So I am missing one of the ammos that we shot in the first 2 parts, but good enough, I think. Let's see how Norma does. So far, I think Norma might be the winner in this round anyway. Let's move on. All right, we've set up new targets downrange. We've got 2 new ammos. Both are Remington core lock tipped. The difference is one is 165 grain and the other is 180 grain. So we're gonna start with the 165s, see how that does. They're all pretty close, like most of the other ammo today. Let's move on. We got the 180 grain loaded up. Let's get shooting. Two in the same hole. I think maybe I let that second shot get away from me. Funny story about this ammo. I excluded it from the first video as ammo that I wanted to use. And I took it out on Saturday, a few days ago, with the suppressor. And I hit a can of food at 400 yards with the 180 grain. So I think those 2 shots proved more than the one that may have been me. Let's move on. The last ammo we have today is the Federal Premium Law Enforcement Tactical Tip MatchKing. We got it loaded up. Let's see how this final one does. just about as good as everything else. So, I mean, almost anything, when your bolts are tightened correctly, you got a good suppressor on there, seems like it likes anything. Let's compare all the targets. All right, so this is all the targets, all 9 ammo. From left to right, top to bottom, AAC, Armscor, Hornady ELD-M, Hornady Boattail hollow point. This is the Superformance ELD-M. That guy is the Norma. This would be your 165 Remington core lock tipped, 180, and that's the Federal. Basically everything but the Superformance gave me pretty decent groups, and the only reason that some of those couldn't have been tighter was probably me, because when you land 2 on top of each other, you should be able to do it with all of them. So I think it's safe to say that 168 grain bullets of almost any kind, and suppressed with your bolts that hold the stock to the action tightened to the right specification, do quite the job. Also, I think this lead sled helped me stay a little steadier than that one you saw in the last 3 videos, but boy, I think I could pretty much grab anything I have and hit with it from almost any distance. Just got to dial in for each ammo. So that was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments what you think about it, and we want to let you know we appreciate you watching all of our videos, especially these ones, since they're not typical for our channel, but I had to show off my new gun here. So I hope you enjoyed it. Always remember, only the most beautiful scalps are bald. We'll see you next time. And we're here with guns. Hit. All right, now we're here for round 2. What are you doing? That you can't play. No way! First shot! Woo! Jeremy, what are you doing?
Fishing for marlins.